So I'm going to take it very slowly. So these are the first two chords. The first chord is E major 9. Let's see. So we've got the two outer notes are E's. In the middle of the 4 strings we've got an E, down, and a G sharp, the third of the chord, and then the next note is the major 7, which in the key of E, 7th is one below, so ba-la. So you got dum, dum, dum. And then the ninth is the same as the second degree of the scale. There are 8 notes in an octave, so a ninth is the same as the second. And they just call it a ninth because of the way it acts in the chord. It's like an add-on note as opposed to having any kind of functional role. It doesn't kind of lead the chord anywhere. It just colours the chord. So that's why it's called a ninth, not a second. So the ninth, dum, da, is the second degree, la, la, so it sits on the top there. So here's the chord, E major 9, it's lovely. So that's the first one. The second chord is essentially in the harmony. What the song does is it goes from the 1 chord in the key of E, and essentially then goes to the 6th chord, the C sharp minor. So you could just play it like, here comes the cold. So those are the signposts of the harmony. But John Mayer goes via this other chord, which leads even more strongly to the C sharp. So he goes like to this chord. Yeah. So that one in between, the way I play it, the reason I made this video in the first place is to just show you this, because the chords are tricky to play. So the less movement between them, the better. So what I do is I anchor this first finger and your little finger, they don't move. The middle finger then swaps over to play the note that the 4th finger was playing. The 4th finger stretches right the way over to play the 8th fret of the E string, a C. And as it does that, you can't really play the A string, you don't want to hear it, but it's kind of built in because you do this stretch over. You'd have to really try and let that A string ring, so it's quite handy. It's almost built in to how you play the chord that A string is muted, so that's good. And if you accidentally hit the E string, it doesn't really matter, it sounds okay. It adds to the kind of the jangliness of these chords. So, okay, so E major 9. Yeah, so that's the change, so it's that. So I would just do that a couple of times, just to get your fingers used to doing it. Swapping around these middle two. Trying to get that as quick as you can.